What's going on, everyone? Voodoo here. It's time for another channel update. This one will cover Monday, November 14th of 2011 through Sunday, November 20th of 2011. Very busy channel update this time around. Lots and lots of things to talk about things that I did, about things that are up and coming. So we're not going to waste any time at all. We're just going to go into it. Now, most of this is that I'm going to talk about from last week is pretty much a repeat of the things I mentioned in my midweek update that I made on Friday night. So if you saw that, it may be okay to skip most of this, but I do have some new information to share. So last week, man, was it a busy one. I started out on Monday, starting and finishing the co-op gameplay for Uncharted 3. I did the adventure mode, and I did it with my friend Brandon and another YouTuber, TGP Gaming, and his YouTube is TGP Gaming HD, and we sat down and played through all 5 story missions for the adventure mode for co-op. Now, unfortunately, what happened was I only was able to upload the first 4 chapters of gameplay, and the reason was because Monday night was my first of 2 midnight releases of the week, and we were actually playing this rather late, around maybe 10 o'clock or something like that at night. And so what happened was I finished recording the first 4 chapters and I had to unload the memory on my camera. So I did that, then I came back and filmed, I believe, 2 or 3 more videos of the last chapter. And considering that it was getting late and towards the midnight release, I was kind of, in a hurry and just didn't transfer the videos immediately from my camera to my computer for the last 2 or 3 videos. And forgot to, went to the midnight release, came back, and I had to film an unboxing, start playing the game a little bit, and so I said, okay, well, I need to erase my camera, get it ready to go, and I completely forgot that I hadn't transferred the last 3 videos and erased them from the camera. So, unfortunately, from my end, you'll only be able to see the first 4 chapters, but the good news is that TGP Gaming filmed them from his channel, from his perspective, and I've seen the videos he's put up. They're very good quality. They're actually better than mine. I know mine is kind of bad from time to time. Mine can be way dark or just not that good. His is very good. And again, his YouTube is TGP Gaming HD. You can find his channel in my other channels box on my main page. And you can, so if you're interested in watching the co-op videos from his point of view in very good quality, or interested in seeing the final chapter of gameplay, which now you can actually only see on his channel, which I recommend you do, because the last chapter was, I think, one of the funniest ones, because it was so hard. Go check out his YouTube and watch him from his end as well. So we had a lot of fun doing that. And once that was finished, on Tuesday I was able to film the Uncharted 3 review, and I added it to the end of pretty much every Uncharted 3 playlist, as well as the game review playlist. So if you haven't seen the Uncharted 3 review and you're interested, go check that out. So, I was talking about a midnight release on Monday night, my first of 2 for the week, and it was Modern Warfare 3 on Monday night. And again, I mentioned this a couple times, but the turnout was unbelievable. There were hundreds and hundreds of people in line outside of GameStop for Modern Warfare 3. You had to go in early and finish paying and get a wristband and your receipt stamped and everything like that, so you could actually just walk in and get the game. If you didn't do that, you had to stand in an extra line until all of those people went. Then you could go in and buy the game, and it was pretty nuts. And again, I laughed because the people at GameStop take Call of Duty so seriously that they had black lights, fog machines, a sound system blasting the game's theme song, and all the employees had their faces completely painted in camo. It was ridiculous, and it was actually pretty funny that these people went all out like that just for this game, and you know they wouldn't do it for any other game. It's just Call of Duty. So anyway, I picked up the game, I came home, I did a midnight release unboxing, and then I actually jumped on and played some multiplayer matches after the midnight release, and uploaded those to their own playlist called Modern Warfare 3 Midnight Release Multiplayer, which is up for you to see. Then over the course of Tuesday and Wednesday, I played the campaign and also some more multiplayer. I was able to actually beat the campaign between Tuesday and Wednesday because it was so short. It took me just under 5.5 hours to beat it, and that's all uploaded for you to see. And I did a set of multiplayer matches on November 8th, release day, and actually on November 9th the next day. And the way I'm going to do this, as far as naming playlists and naming those videos, because if you remember from Black Ops, it got way out of hand with how many playlists I had, and it was very confusing, you know, the numbering and all that other stuff. What I'm going to do is I made a special playlist called Modern Warfare 3 General Multiplayer, and that's where I'm going to put all of my footage from any, you know, just casual games of multiplayer that I wound up playing for Modern Warfare 3. So the stuff from launch day, not the midnight release, but just regular launch day and the next day are up there. And the way I'm going to title each playlist is Modern Warfare 3 Multiplayer, the date that I recorded it, and the part. That way everything's in chronological order and it's all in one concise playlist for you to go see. So that's where I would check for our new Modern Warfare 3 Multiplayer. So that's what I did over Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. I screwed that up. I said Tuesday and Wednesday. I meant to say Wednesday and Thursday. That's when I played the campaign. On Thursday night was my second midnight release. It was kind of a weird thing to have a game releasing on a Friday, but the game that came out Thursday night / Friday morning was The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, and I went and actually had the turnout for Skyrim was almost as good as it was for Modern Warfare 3. The line was almost just as long, and for some reason they didn't let me go in early to finalize my payment like they had for Modern Warfare 3. I walked up to the thing and, you know, told him I wanted to finalize, and he looked at me like I was an idiot and turned me away, even though 3 days prior I did the same thing for Modern Warfare 3 and they let me in. So very odd. So I actually had to go stand in the secondary line till all the other people would stand for seats, pick theirs up, then I could go get mine. It really didn't take that long. It moved pretty smoothly, but I picked up the game and the strategy guide, came home, did another midnight release unboxing. It was pretty neat because I had the game and the strategy guide, and they had a couple of cool things that came with it, like a couple of maps and things like that to show off. Then I sat down and played some Skyrim on midnight, and I've been playing Skyrim a little bit for 3 days, and I have 24 parts of Skyrim up right now for you to see. More, of course, will be on the way. If you'll remember, I was very busy this past weekend with my sister being married. I was pretty much busy Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I only got to play a little bit on Saturday of Skyrim. That's all I could film over the weekend. And actually I did play some last night, Sunday. So 24 parts of Skyrim up, lots of Modern Warfare 3 footage, and the conclusion of Uncharted 3 all happened over the course of last week. Now, as far as the YouTube bugs with editing the profile and stuff like that, which I talked about in my midweek update, I found a way around that, where actually you can go to your main page and hit edit on the profile section there instead of going through your actual account, and it works. It bypasses that bug where it says you need to display an age option or something like that. So the left-hand side of my page where it tells you the current playlist in progress, the next schedule, all the completed, that's now updated. It is current, and you can use that to figure out what's going on with me. I know I said before disregard it because it's bugged, but I did find a way around it. So that is current, and you can use that to your advantage now. Monetization is still the same. I'm not getting all of my new videos I'm putting up, even though I'm submitting them for monetization, are not being monetized. And I've gone through all of the help forms I can on Google and through AdSense. None of it helps. I was finally able to send them a personal email, and of course I haven't heard anything back. I don't expect to. So the monetizing may be dead, and that's just the way it is. There's nothing I can really do about it. It's obviously not a user-friendly program. AdSense, it's really just, if you get screwed over, you get screwed over. There's really nothing you can do about it because Google really doesn't care. So that's the deal. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. If it fixes itself or changes, I'll let you know what happens. But not getting ads on any of my new videos. All of my ads on my previous videos are still there. So I do make money off of those, but none of the new videos are getting ads, even though they say monetized. So obviously Google AdSense is stupid and doesn't work properly, because if you don't know what happened, they basically sent me an email saying one of your videos has been deactivated because of copyright issues, which was part 3 of my Dead Island playthrough, which made no sense. Everything else was fine. Of course, that one they target. But even then, they said that your account is still active. There's no penalties. Everything I go through, YouTube, AdSense, they all say that my account is fully active. No restrictions, yet I can't get any ads on any of my videos since then. So obviously, something's messed up, and I even went so far as to delete that part from the Dead Island playthrough since it's not finished anyway, and it didn't help. So oh well, what are you gonna do? But that's all of what happened last week. Now, this week coming up, there are about 1,800 releases coming out this week, including Assassin's Creed Revelations, Saints Row the Third, Need for Speed The Run, Rayman Origins. I think that there's Ultimate Marvel 3 coming out. I think there might be a couple more. But the only game I'm really interested in this week is Assassin's Creed Revelations. And if you haven't heard, if you didn't see the midweek update, I have decided to postpone that playthrough probably until December, until after school, because I have two games right now I want to continue to play, Modern Warfare 3 and Skyrim. And I want to make the most out of those games, especially Skyrim. I don't want to put those two games on the side, or another game in Assassin's Creed, which I know I won't be able to finish before I have to take another break from the channel to prepare for finals and have another loose end, another playlist stopped in the middle, so I figured it would be best to just leave Assassin's Creed for now alone and worry about Skyrim and finishing up Modern Warfare 3. So this week my plans are I'm going to continue to play Skyrim every day if I can. And except maybe tomorrow because I have a test I gotta study for. But I want to try to play Skyrim as much as I can this week, and just continue. I know I won't finish it. I'm not gonna finish it till who knows when, but I want to continue to play it because I'm loving it. And I am putting out the suggestion again, which I did in my midweek update, but I haven't gotten any replies yet, so I'll say it again. I'm looking for people to play co-op with me for Modern Warfare 3 for the Xbox 360. Survival mode or Spec Ops. And if you're interested, please send me a message on YouTube and we can work out a time and a date this week to go ahead and do that, because I'd like to play both of those modes. Get a review out for Modern Warfare 3, and then what I'm planning on doing is making a special edition of Voodoo's Thoughts, where I'm actually going to talk about Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3. I'm going to kind of compare them, compare and contrast, talk about what I liked about which games more than the other, which game do I like better overall, or which people do I think should get which game. So I want to get that stuff out to you, and hopefully that'll be this week. If I can't get anybody who wants to do something with me online, I have roommates here that I can ask to do local co-op with me for those modes, and we can go ahead and do it that way. So hopefully this week that'll be finished and I can get my review out of Modern Warfare 3 and also do my special edition of Voodoo's Thoughts comparing the two FPSs of the year, okay? Or the two big war FPSs of the year, I should say. So, now let's talk a little bit about what's headed your way, what's going to come up with the channel, and ultimately what's going to happen in December. I've only got 3 weeks left of classes and then my final exam, and really only 2.5 because I get half of next week off for Thanksgiving. So here's the deal. This week is relatively not that busy, but starting this weekend, pretty much through the end of the semester, it's going to be very busy. Next week I have my final 2 tests and 2 of the subjects I'm struggling with right now big time. Organic Chemistry and Calculus 2, and I have my final 2 exams in those. Not my finals, but my last regular exams in those classes back to back. So next week through Wednesday, I'm going to be just completely busy. This weekend I'm going to be studying. I'm not going to be doing any gameplay. And next week through Wednesday I'm going to be completely studying, not doing it. Well, I should say through Tuesday, because Wednesday is the last test, then I get off. And won't be doing any gameplay. But next week during Thanksgiving, I'm probably going to start studying for my final exams, which are the first full week in December. And when that time comes, it's going to be very slow on the channel. I'm going to have little to no gameplay footage up at all, which sucks, but I got to worry about school. I got to grind through the end of the semester. I can't believe it's that time already, but it is. The semester has really kind of flown by. It's been a bad one, so I'm glad it's gone by so quickly. But that's the deal. And then the big news is that after my final exams, we're heading into December and January, is going to be my gamingpalooza marathon, where basically I'm going to be doing ridiculous runs through and trying to beat as many of the games I couldn't finish this year as possible, meaning Assassin's Creed Revelations, meaning finishing up or trying to do as much as I can in Skyrim, meaning Deus Ex Human Revolution, Dead Island co-op with Brandon, some of the ones, Gears of War 3, Batman Arkham City. All of these games that I was not able to complete this year in December and possibly into January, just depending on, you know, how we're going with it all. I'm going to be doing massive runs of those games, like trying to do it almost DSP style, where I wake up at a good time every day, hop on, play a good 5 to 6 hours, and really try to get through these games in order to beat them by the end of the year. Because I haven't talked about this before, but I'm just checking my time, but I do have something special planned for a year-end video. Basically, I want to do a countdown of my top 10 games of the year, which is a lot of people do this kind of thing, but I think it'd be nice to do it from my perspective. And I want to try to make it nice, meaning I have very basic video editing stuff, just stuff that, you know, came with the PC or whatever. And I want to kind of do it where I, you know, videos of me talking and then kind of mix in some clips of my gameplay with me, voicing over, talking about the game, why I ranked it, where I ranked it, stuff like that, and just trying to make it a nice presentation. I don't do that too often on my channel, but I'd like to do it. So I need to work with the video editing software, see if I can get that done. If I can't, I will make a top 10 games. It's going to be unfortunately kind of bland, something like this, just me sitting here talking about the top 10 games, which I don't really want to do. I want to make it nice and visually appealing. But with the limited editing programs that I have, we'll see. If I can't do it with mine, I may try working with my girlfriend's Mac and seeing if her video editing software on Mac is better and I can do the stuff I want to do, but we'll see. But the bottom line with that is if I'm going to include a game in my top 10, I've had to obviously have played the game, and there's already a lot of games this year that are probably pretty good that might have even made it in the list, but I haven't played them. I haven't had time to actually play the games, so unfortunately they won't be in my list. So I want to try and beat as many of those games as I can so that I can have an accurate representation of at least the majority of the big games, the best games of the year, that I can put into my, because, you know, honestly, a lot of the games I haven't finished probably will make the list. I mean, Deus Ex, I've heard nothing but good things about. Batman Arkham City, obviously, has just been heralded. Gears of War 3, everybody's saying is a great game, even though I wasn't having that much fun with it. I still need to continue playing it. Maybe I will. Dead Island, it just, from my own experience, has been fun as hell playing it co-op with Brandon. It's been a lot of fun, even though it's not the most perfect game. It's hilarious. And so, you know, there's a lot of good stuff that I want to continue to do. So, but that's all the first week, starting the first week after I come back. I may actually be taking a short trip to Nashville that weekend because my brother and his family live up there, and the Saints are actually going to play the Titans in Nashville. So my dad and I'm trying to talk to him about it, may head up there and see the Saints game in Nashville when they play the Titans and hang out with my brother and stuff. But that'll probably only be a few day trip, maybe 2 or 3 days, so maybe less, maybe like 2. So, but other than that, I'm going to be playing hardcore. But for now, let's focus on the here and now. This week, more Skyrim footage. Tonight there's going to be more Skyrim footage. And again, looking for people to play Spec Ops and Survival Mode with me on Modern Warfare 3 for the Xbox 360. If you're interested, send me a YouTube message and we can work out a time. And hopefully I can get that stuff done and get you a review and the Voodoo's thoughts on it this week. Okay, so busy weeks, a lot of stuff going on, but it's that time of year and I'm kind of in a mad dash to get all this stuff done while I'm still trying to balance school and making sure that I finish strong in those subjects that I'm having trouble with and things like that. So, alright guys, thanks for watching this long channel update. There was a lot to talk about, but what are you going to do? So, thanks for hanging in there. I'll see you guys this week for more Skyrim gameplay and hopefully some more Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. Alright? So, I will see you guys then.